Hi everybody, it's Sally here from the Leslie Link. This is my second video in the Inspirational People Series, and I've decided to pick Dwayne Johnson. If you've never heard of Dwayne Johnson before, you might know him as The Rock. He's an incredible person, very, very driven, very motivational. If you've never seen any of his videos before, or even seen him on television, it's certainly worth looking into. I was looking at a video of him recently doing a presentation to footballers in America. It's on the MotivationHub, and what I'll do is I'll leave a link for it here on the underneath the YouTube video so you could go and have a look yourself. But it was amazing. I was so impressed. He really has had lots of difficult situations in his life and he's managed to come through them. And he was given advice about the systems and things he does to work his way through it, basically, and to keep going. He's very, very driven. We all have our own little systems that drive us and motivate us. I just want to share a few that he has, and perhaps they can help you. Now, Dwayne Johnson was actually born in 1972, which was an interesting fact for me as well, because I was born the same year. So May the 2nd, 1972, he was born. He did have a difficult childhood, and when he was age 14, his family were actually evicted from their home in Hawaii. And by the age of 16, he was already getting arrested. He'd been arrested quite a few times by the police. So, as you can see, he didn't have the greatest of starts. One of his first jobs was to be a professional footballer. And although he did do quite well in the footballing field and he did play many, many, many good games with some great teams, he never made it big in the NFL. In fact, when he was 22, 23, his career was pretty much over. And he says that he remembers looking in his pocket and he only had $7 left. Now, that must have been quite a life-changing moment for him. He could either like go into depression or just feel worthless, whatever, but he kept going. And he started training like mad, and eventually he became a professional wrestler. Now, it was sort of in his blood. He was a third generation wrestler. Many of the people in his family had done it before. He was surrounded by that environment. So it was a natural thing for him to do. And at 6'5", he is absolutely huge. He had actually had the physical capacity to obviously go through with the wrestling side of things. He had many battles in his professional career as a wrestler and many challenging situations in that as well. He did say that at one point in his career, he was having a big battle against John Cena and there was 85,000 people watching. And he said he actually felt it was meant to be a 45-minute match and it was only, I think, 13 minutes into the match and he felt something pop literally at the top of his leg. And he was laying there thinking, what shall I do? And the referee said, are you okay? He noticed there was something wrong. Do you want to stop? Do you want to carry on? And he said that was a defining moment for him. He decided to keep going. Now, he knew that in that moment, he could actually make the injury worse. But he weighed up all the pros and cons and decided he'll just go for it and deal with the situation later on. Now, I'm not saying if you have an injury, really bad one, that you should keep going. But it's interesting the fact that he remembers this specific moment where it was a defining moment for him where he made a decision, should he keep going or stop? As it happens, he kept going. He finished with everybody, all the 85,000 supporters loved the match. But right at the end, John Cena did this classic move where he throws him down into the ring, and he said he was thinking in his head, oh my god, I hope it's not going to be too hard. And it was. He got slammed down in the ring and he said that he felt something go even more. He could hardly walk, and this injury was really, really bad for him. But he said that it was a situation that he always remembers, and he remembers it like when he was evicted, when he was to get arrested, all these other things that, you know, these really, really bad situations in your life, they're only temporary. They will, you know, they will disappear. You can move on from it. So whenever you're stuck in a really, really hard situation and just feels terrible, don't worry. You know, things will get better and you will get through this. He says that one of his most motivational skills or tactics that he uses is that he remembers the hard times. So he said even when things are going really, really well in his life, just before he's going to do one of his latest film premieres, or even when he was wrestling before a really big match, he said he would remember the hard times and put them in the front of his mind. And remembering those hard times kept him focused and kept him going. He was just purely driven by everything he'd been through in his life. And another thing he did, which I thought was quite cool, is he thinks about sometimes that he stood with a wall behind his back. It's literally his back is against the wall. And he said when your back's against the wall, there is only one way you can go, and that is forward. So I think that's also another thing that you could use if you're in a difficult situation and what you're going to do. Keep yourself focused, keep yourself going. So anyway, that is Dwayne Johnson in a nutshell. Obviously, as you know, he's gone on to do amazing things in the entertainment industry. He does lots of films and lots of series. And I'm talking about John Cena. We'll actually be talking about him in a couple of weeks' time. Next week, I'm going to be talking about Dolly Parton. Okay, thanks very much for watching and take care. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You will also see that there is a little notification bell which you can also press, and this will notify you when I do my next video. And please don't forget to go to the website, theleslylink.com, and you can actually subscribe there to receive blog posts and personal development content straight into your inbox. I also have a Facebook page if you'd like to like that, and also have Twitter so you can follow me on there. Thanks for watching and take care. Bye.